God bless you. We're glad to see you, and give us your name one more time.
My name is Howard Greer.
Howard Greer. Now, everyone, remember last week we heard the story. Thank you, brother. You heard the story about the gentleman who Miss Greer, Reverend Greer was here, and she was telling about a brother that was beaten by the Buffalo Police Department and had a 2.5-inch gash in his head. And then after being in the infirmary, after being hospitalized, and he was in the holding center for 4 days. And then they had to take him and put him in the hospital for 8 days, 12 staples in his head, brutally beaten. Okay? And so this is one of the brothers. And so we know that he's going to be away from us for at least a month. But he was there, he came by Build Organization, your brother did, and we appreciate him. Reverend Greer, your sister, she was Hazel Greer, she's a member as well. And so she's brought this by, and please convey to the family. Build Organization is not just about individual memberships. And everybody here is a member, I believe. But if you have a family membership, you can join as a family with 6 delegates. Okay? We're going to have a convention in March of 2012, and we hope to have it at the Performing Arts, which used to be the Woodline Junior High School, which later was Buffalo Traditional. And you'll hear about that in just a second, about our history. But you can join as a family or as an organization. It's $100 for an organization, it's $50 for a family, and $20 for an individual. And if anyone does have wants to pay their membership, you can do so. The financial books are available, and we'll give you a receipt right here and now. Okay. Now, I'll just mention this, that Covenant Brothers Men's Breakfast is going to be second Saturday of every month, 10 o'clock, at the Old Country Buffet, 3048 Sheridan Drive, where men come together to build men's lives, one man at a time, Brother Wiley. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. So it says, bring your son, grandson, or your neighbor's son. Allow God to speak into their life. God bless this Covenant Brothers Men's Breakfast. We certainly will leave this out for your perusal. I understand that the Build Organization had a great legacy, and that since the Build Organization, we've missed it so badly. We've missed it. We've needed Build and Build Organization. We tried with the National Rainbow Coalition in 1984 and 1988 with the campaigns of Reverend Jesse Jackson, and then Rainbow Coalition operated until 1993. We had the family gathering led by Deputy Speaker Arthur Reeve on Fillmore and Box Street near East Utica. We had the Northern Region Black Political Caucus, which operated up until the Rainbow Coalition. We had in 96, 95, 6, 7, and 8 Community Voice Organization. In fact, Community Voice still meets, but they had 3 conventions at Canisius College Build Academy and at the Convention Center, the last one being a very controversial convention on racism. People from around the country came. But Build Organization was a community effort. So look at your agenda. Come on in, folks. Come right on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Our folks are coming in. NOI, greetings. We say assalamu alaikum. We also have not only the 100 Mighty Men, but the 100 Black Men of America. James Payne is the president. And I apologize that we're running out of chairs, but we do have some chairs there. And then Brother Wiley, they have some black chairs, if you let Evelyn know if we need any more. But we have about 6 or 7 more seats, okay? And we're probably going to, Brother Ed, we're going to need that chair right there. Okay, so look on the back, and let's go back 40 years. Can we do that? I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. Minute by minute and hour by hour, when you lose your history, you lose your power. Look what these mothers, Brother Cecil and Father said at a convention. And this was the annual report of Bill. I have it available for those of you who want to see it. I do have the convention report. Anybody that wants to, to see it, the book.
I've been told I don't speak too loudly, and hopefully I'll
be able to project my voice a little stronger. I became part of the Build organization as a happenstance, I'd call it. I learned when I was looking for a school that my daughter was old enough to go to school. But then I had rumors that the educational system was not doing well. So I went to, I don't remember where it had the first meeting, but I was told that during the month of August, they were going to look at some alternative schools. And my daughter was old enough to get into kindergarten. So I took both my daughters with me for that entire interim, and we sat and took notes. The second daughter, Pamela, was not old enough to go to school, but eventually she did. And one is now a Buffalo police officer, my younger daughter, and my older daughter is an educator. And she's been in the system for quite a while. So what I was able to discern during my contacts, where a lot of parents came out to find out what was going on in the educational system, as well as what we could come up with. So we brought in several people that were privy to information, and also we were going to take a look at some alternative schools that they were featuring throughout the country. We eventually became a role model because at that time I was involved with Mrs. Mayo, Johnny Mae Mayo, and she asked me to consider getting the word out, and we were able to engage more families to come to take a look at the Build organization. So they had several models, and we as a committee had to select which one we wanted to have for our school. And it worked out well, because later on my daughter became, I didn't know she was...
Okay then, we're back. How'd you like that? Build organization is back. Oh, I tell you, it's thrilling. I am so thankful to God, because that's a ministry, you know, to take in just scores of cases of people who have needs. It's really an honor and a great blessing to be able to serve. You know, everybody can't be out in a campaign. You know, everyone can't be in a pulpit preaching, campaign, electioneering. Everyone can't be running a business and being an entrepreneur. Some of us have to do some of the work with the community, and this is the tough work, dealing with the complaints, dealing with the problems. I'm asking you to give me your complaints. If you have a problem and you're frustrated, if it hasn't worked for you, then I want you to try this. You know, you have not because you ask not. Come to the Build organization. Call us 716-885-0001. Now, I'm going to need your support. Freedom is not free. If you really like this, if you like what we're doing in the community, if you like what you're hearing and what you're seeing, there's plenty more where this comes from. I'm so thankful that I've got a strong team, but I need your support. It's $20 for an individual membership. Once a year, we have our convention in March. I'm going to mention about our convention in just a second. Now, if you want to register, $50 is a family membership, and that's up to 6 people. So perhaps you want to do that. Or an organizational membership is $100. I tell you, we need it because we're not asking, nor do we expect to receive United Way money or some of the various foundations. Our money is coming right from the neighborhood. And, you know, we're not trying to win a popularity contest, and we're here to fight the battles that have to be fought, to cry out for those who can't speak for themselves. to go up and defend the oppressed. We're here, as Isaiah 61 says. You know, we are here to, because the Spirit of God is on, the Spirit of God, the anointing is on me to preach good news. And all I have for you, beloved, is good news. I thank each and every one of our team. Now, we have some tremendous, I mentioned some of our officers, but at Build Organization, we have some people who just have become stalwarts in the work. A wonderful couple in Khalil and Sincere Muhammad, who have come from Atlanta, Georgia. This Sincere is the great-granddaughter of Mrs. Claudia Sims, who was the last president of the Build Organization till we reconvened. So 28 years ago, she was on her post, and Build stopped meeting in 1983. So Sincere Muhammad, but Khalil Muhammad is an organizer from Acorn, a master organizer, a tremendous brother who's just been dynamic. He's the lead organizer. Then we got Big Bob McCray, who is our manager of quality control. He's, again, now inside of Build, he's not there to win a popularity contest either. He's the hatchet man. He has to do the say the tough things to make sure we're running effectively and to say what needs to be said. Thank you, Brother Khalil, Sister Sincere, Brother Bob. How about Brother Ed Wiley? Brother Wiley has been awesome as our Director of Security. I have a personal bodyguard, as I say, in Brother Larry Burtz. That's my cousin. And if you don't know, you'll know about Larry Burtz. But I also have Brother Wiley. Ed Wiley has been a driving force in even me coming back to Buffalo, wanted me to be back. It wasn't until the Lord gave me to come back to see about my dad, Charlie Fisher Jr., was I able to come. But Ed Wiley, Director of Security. Want to mention Renee Munn, who's been awesome. She is our clerical person. She's our receptionist at Build. She greets you. She's been awesome. Thank you so much for all of those people who've dedicated themselves, and many others. I can't name everybody. It's too many. But I'm telling you, we've been on a ride, and we're going with Jesus. We're just trusting God and believing God that we can do. So this Charlie Fisher Show is another in a series of broadcasts. I want to thank our producer, Rugged Rob. Rob Lewis has done an awesome job. And the indomitable Larry Frazier, the master videographer known all over this country. And also somebody who wears twofold. She's Dawn Nicholas, the First Lady of Lincoln Memorial and Metropolitan, the wife of Pastor George Franklin Nicholas. Dawn is a former TV person and producer. She's also someone we thank for coming in on Mondays to pray over our files. If you are a believer and you want to pray over the Bill's file, I won't open the file because they are confidential, but I want you to pray for them. Will you do that? Will you join us? I need your help. Freedom is not free. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Come on, let's be great again, Buffalo. Let's turn this around. Will you join me? This is your friend, Charlie Fisher, and I'll be back next week. If you need me, you know you can reach me. Find us on the internet with Build a Buffalo, a new website, www.buildabuffalo.com. And we'll see you very soon. Thank you so much. God bless you. We'll see you next week.